Oh, it's still going.
Greg's got new moves.
What was that? These little speedy carts are hitting the track this weekend to fight for kids fighting for their lives. We talk about the 9th annual Kart4Kids with IndyCar driver and Firestone Grand Prix champ Sebastian Bourdais and some of his friends from Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital.
Hey, Sebastian.
He signed our wall, so he's the nicest guy. IndyCar driver Sebastian Bourdais won the Firestone Grand Prix last year, but his true victory comes when he helps the kids of Johns Hopkins All Children's. Next, we talk about Kart4Kids, and that's right after the break. It's one of Johns Hopkins All Children's top fundraisers ahead of the Firestone Grand Prix.
And this year, for the second time, the Kart4Kids Pro-Am will be held on the actual racetrack for the 2019 Firestone Grand Prix. Welcome to the show. Last year's winner, Sebastian Bourdais. We have Janine Rabin from All Children's, and we also have patient ambassador Clifford Mason here. Welcome, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Welcome back. I know pressure's on for you again to win this year's Grand Prix. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it's feeling really good. You know, obviously, new season starts always at home here in St. Pete, so pretty excited.
Yeah.
And got a big week, you know, leading up. We got a test session at Sebring, which is the last rehearsal kind of before the Grand Prix, and then we're going straight into the Kart4Kids event, setting up the track and the event itself.
So how does the Kart4Kids event work? You're paired with an amateur, right?
Yeah, so basically it's a bit of a comprehensive thing, but it's all around a Pro-Am race, which is about an hour long, with 5 amateurs, up to 5 amateurs, and they're paired with 1 or 2 pros. The pro starts and the pro finishes. Then around that there is an auction with lots of apparel and helmets and suits donated by IndyCar drivers and GT drivers, and you know, it's gotten bigger and bigger on that side, and thankfully we have a lot of contributors, companies, sponsors. So yeah, last year we managed to raise the bar up to over $100,000. It was 130.
Wow.
Amazing.
And yeah, we're shooting for 200. We don't know if we'll get there, but that was the target.
Well,
so
hopefully
we're
we
gonna
will.
get close to that.
And it's all about the kids, right? It's all about
yes.
Johns Hopkins and helping the kids
Right.
who are there. Tell us about how big of a difference this makes for the hospital and how much the hospital appreciates the efforts of, you know, the racers and the drivers and all that.
Right. So our community partnerships are huge for our hospital, and the Kart4Kids group probably does our second biggest fundraiser for the hospital. All the dollars raised go directly to the kids. Last year, as Sebastian was saying, $130,000 was raised, and that helped us purchase extra EEG machines that we needed, an ECMO machine that we needed. So in years past, their dollars have supported direct care for our children and programs.
So this is literally changing lives.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And we couldn't do it without help with groups like Kart4Kids. We're a nonprofit hospital, and we just need the community support, and they deliver.
Speaking of, we're talking about children just like Clifford. Clifford, you're a patient at All Children's. What is it like for you being a kid at that hospital? What has your experience been like there?
It was great. Everybody there, it's more of they're not just doing their job, they actually care about you and want to make you better.
That is good. Are you a kart racing fan?
Yeah.
Maybe becoming more of one after this, possibly. So tell us, if you could, I mean, you have so much to think about going into any of these races, but you're also spending your time and attention helping these children. How are you able to manage all of that? I mean, you could just be focusing on one thing, but instead you really focus on so many.
Yeah, well, you know, I just turned 40 years old today, so I'm not a kid anymore.
Happy birthday!
Thanks. And you know, it's just like it's actually a very nice distraction for me. I kind of go into the start of the season not thinking about it, because all I do from a month before until the race itself starts on Thursday is all about pretty much Kart4Kids, trying to gather the troops, make sure that, you know, my fellow competitors and racers, IndyCar, you know, are gonna come, they're gonna donate stuff, and we're gonna raise money. So yeah, it's a very welcome distraction, and you know, it's a nice way to give back to the community.
Making a
Good
big
thing.
difference
Yeah,
too.
thank you so much,
Thank
guys.
all of you
Appreciate it.
so much.
Thank
Kart
you.
for Kids Pro-Am, March 6th in downtown St. Pete. Starts at 3 o'clock. For more information, just visit Kart, that's with a K, 4kids.org.